So today we're going to convert between radical form into rational form. What is a radical? We did. It's this thingy. That's a radical. That guy right there, that's a radical. It's also called a root. So just in case you forget that, let's draw an arrow that says radical. Mm-hmm. What? All right, what's rational exponent form? What does it mean when it says rational exponent?
When it's outside of the bin.
What is a rational exponent?
When it's in the one that's laying down. When the number has to be below the one.
I just said it.
Oh, you did. Yeah, but it's a fraction form.
When the exponent is a fraction, that's a rational exponent. When the exponent is a fraction, that's a rational exponent. Are y'all done with the whole puncher? We haven't seen it over here. We haven't seen it over here. Thank you. All right, so when it's in rational form, we have a specific way that it's written. It's called E and I. What do you think the E stands for? Look at us go. Take a point. Who can tell me what they think the I stands for? No.
Independent. Irrational. Irradical. Is that a word?
That's how.
Hey, you said it. Did you say it Friday? You did it? Is it inverse? Independent. Oh wait, I already said and then. And then.
Those aren't even words.
Indirect. Oh, never mind.
Independent. Oh my.
Index.
Index. Take a point.
Whoa. Good job, whoever said that. Avery.
That was real.
It was a braille. Good job. Oh, sorry. Good job.
I did that, dang it, not him. Alright, so when you write it, where does the bottom, the denominator, go when we convert it? Who remembers? Yes, it goes in the mullet. Take a point. So this is where the I goes. It travels from the denominator, and it ends up in the mullet. That's what I call it. It looks like in like the late 80s, early 90s, when people wore their hats and then they had that curly mullet in the back.
I see it.
It is.
Okay.
That's what I just said.
I thought you meant like they put a hat on and it just ended up like that.
No. Alright, and this is the exponent, and that's where it goes.
What is that?
So what form is it in when we're in here? Radical form. What form is it in when it's over here? Rational form. So if I say convert from rational to radical, what kind of problem am I going to give you? Am I going to give you a fraction exponent or like this?
Like that. With the thing.
Listen to what I said.
Rational.
Listen to what I said. I said I'm going from rational exponent form to radical form.
Oh, a fraction.
So is that going from right to left or left to right?
Right to left.
Okay, if I said I'm going from radical form to rational form,
Left to right.
left to right. Does everybody understand? So if I say that I have a to the 1/5 power, is that in rational form or radical form?
Rational.
Okay, convert it to radical for me. Where does the 5 go?
In the thing you just called.
In the mullet. In the mullet.
No.
In the mullet.
And the one would go on the inside, and then the A would
And
go
then
like right
uh-huh.
in
Over there.
there. Yeah.
That's right.
Right.
Wait, do you still have to write
Don't the one go in the exponent?
The one.
The
The one that's like on the linky.
Does the one go in the
What do you call
exponent?
it? Can we make a name for it?
What thing?
where the E goes? Where the exponent goes?
The one goes into the
All right. What if it was a 2?
There you go.
Yeah.
Then the 2 would go after the A.
Are you okay?
You sound sad today.
She just like she got an
She's just
Oh,
down
no,
with
okay.
What about that?
Whoa. The 2 would go on the top, I think.
The 3 would
The
go
two
in
the
the
outside.
bullet. The 5 would go in
Right on
the
the inside?
in the exponent,
go
and
with
the
the
2A it would just be 2A. And the
I think it's gonna go on top, like for. I think it goes on the outside, like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's just it.
Is this exponent on the A or on the 2?
On the A.
So it only affects the A. Now, what if I said this? Then it would go under there. All right. So now, please flip your paper over. Now, what did we say goes inside the mullet? The index. Okay. So we're going to put a 3 right here. And we're going to call this the index. What is this entire thing called? No, the entire, listen to what I'm asking before we just shout stuff. What is the entire thing called? A radical or a root. Take a point. So we're going to write, how do I want to write it? I have a specific way that I like to write things in an email. All right, this is the radical symbol. All right, so underneath, inside the house, or underneath the hat, we're going to write 125. Does anybody think they might know what that guy's called? Starts with an R.
R what? R what? R-A, R-E, R-A.
Rationate.
Ratio. Oh, man.
That's a fraction.
Oh. Well, that was kind of close.
Radical.
Radicant.
I was about to say ratio.
Close.
Radical.
Radication.
Radication.
Radiant.
Stop repeating me.
Radiant?
Radiation.
Radical.
That's what my
Ratio.
Radical.
Radio.
Radical.
Radiation.
Radio.
Radiation. Whatever.
Ooh.
R-A.
Oh my gosh, he was giving us one.
Radicant. The
Radical.
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 Radicals.
The radicat.
Radical.
Radican.
Head. Cabbage.
Radicandle.
Radical.
Oh,
Is that the end of it? Radicandle.
That's the end of
Okay, I was just making sure.
can I take a point?
it. Yeah.
Who said? Whoa.
What?
She said it.
Yeah.
All right, radicand
Radical.
is what this is called.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
that, yeah.
Yeah, for some of us. All right, so what is this guy called?
Index.
What is this whole symbol called?
Radical.
Or a root.
I call it the
Good for you.
All right, what is this guy under the hat called? Who remembers what this bar is called? Who knows how to spell it? Raise your hand, not screaming at me.
V-I-N-C-U-L.
U-M.
Take a point.
No.
No.
I assisted her.
No.
I assisted her.
No.
Miss Asbury Kelly said
I
I killed
assisted her.
She did.
Okay, so did other people. Alright, so the whole thing, congratulations. The whole thing, the entire thing is called the radical. So this is in radical form. Now, how could we write this guy in rational form?
A fraction.
125.
125.
And
Yeah.
you want 3.
To the 1/3 power, take a point. Please don't ever make that noise again. So honestly, I don't know if you're dying or excited. Alright, now, you see this star right here? See the star at the bottom?
Oh.
It cannot be. It says if the index is not written, it is automatically a what?
0. 1.
Negative.
1.
Rational.
0. Oh, wait. It's a number.
Rash.
What do we call these if we don't have a number in there?
Exponent.
This symbol, what do we call it?
A root.
What kind of root?
Square.
So what? It's a 2. Take a point.
Whoa.
I said for the
Oh.
too.
I said root. She said.
Be quiet. I don't need to listen.
What?
All right. So, any questions so far?
Stop being a snitch.
What's happening?
I don't know.
I'm most confused, Joel.
All right. So in this guy right here, it says we're on 45C now.
Why not?
Yes.
Oh, I was just ready to get started.
So you're just raising your hand to let me know.
No, I was gonna.
Yeah, no, she's gonna ask.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get a point.
Yeah.
All right. So it says for each radical, determine the index and the radicand. So this is the radical. The radicand, remember, is the number under the hat, and the index is the one in the mullet. So Slytherin, can somebody at Slytherin tell me what the index is for this first one? It's a 2. Take a point. Can you also tell me what the radical is? I'm sorry, the radicand? 24. Fantastic. All right, so remember, we just wrote down that if the index is not written, it is automatically a 2.
Yep.
So is the index written?
Nope.
It's automatically a 2. And we would say the square root of 24. But we're not going to take that part right now. All right, Gryffindor, can y'all tell me what the index and the radicand is for the next one?
Do you get points? You said?
Wait, do you want to?
I can't hear them because they're muttering and then they trip.
128 into the 8.
Fantastic. Take your point. All right, Hufflepuff, can you please tell me? Look up. Oh my gosh, they're. And I'm just telling you how to answer your own questions so that you are a sufficient individual and don't need any help. All right, Hufflepuff, tell me what the index is.
3.
Okay, and what's the radicand?
16. That's long.
Take your point. Now, does everybody understand where I'm getting these numbers from?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Ravenclaw, can you please tell me what the index is for...
6.
Okay. Thank you. Can you please tell me what the radicand is?
448x to the 7th power of 1.
Fantastic. Take your point. All right. Beauxbatons, can you please tell me what the index and the radicand are for the next one?
The index is 2
Why?
because it's not written.
Okay. And the radicand?
512x or x squared.
All right. Take your point. And Durmstrang, back there. What is our index?
3.
All right, and what is our radicand? All right, fill in the last 3 without me.
Can this be erased?
No. All right, Slytherin, what'd y'all get for this one? Take a point. What'd y'all get for the next one? No, you already got your point. Now, your homework for tonight is going to be to list the perfect squares from 1 to 20. Do you know how to find perfect squares? No.
Go up every time, so it'll be 2 and then 4.
Perfect squares are 1 squared would be what? We do this all. You've done this like every year since. All right, and then you would do 2 squared, which is
4.
3 squared, which is. All right, so the orange is the perfect squares. I want you to know your perfect, or find, write out for your homework, your perfect squares from 1 to 20. Yeah,
Color code?
if you'd like to.
We're going to have a test on this, right?
Probably.
It's really easy. It's just not.
We just have to write 1, 4, 9.
This is our homework, right? This is.
So we just studied this, right?
Oh my gosh, congratulations.
All right, you need to clean up your tower.